Okay, hi everybody.
Hello.
How are you doing? You ready for a gloomy night in Russia? It's a gloomy night ahead of us. Yeah. Did everybody have a good week since we were together? You know, it's hard to ask that question or even get an answer for that these days because you're either stuck inside or you're wearing a mask somewhere, or, you know, getting through the week is a lot different than it was 2 years ago, I think. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can see nobody wants to chit chat with me, so let's get started working.
Oh no, we all want to chit chat with you, Libby.
Okay.
We're all shy.
Okay. Let me tell you how I want to proceed actually for the next couple of sessions. We only have 3 more, but I consider this, when Nathan told me how this works, I was just knocked out by the generosity of it, of having 2 hours, 4 times to do one scene. I've never had that amount of time to examine something, and it just feels like such a luxury, and it feels to me like it's so possible for us all to get a real get our hands around a way of working this material, because the material is deceivingly simple, as you probably already noticed, and it has a deep underneath. And we're going to use the next few sessions to find out what's underneath. I want to say in advance that, yes, I know this play probably much better than you do. Yes, I will admit, but every actor brings total new truth to me. And I know it, but I don't know it. So when I ask you a question, it'll be sincere. I'm going to want what's going through you and what's your imagination and your take on anything. So here's how I'd like to proceed. I definitely want us to read the scene first, which we'll do in a couple minutes. And then at the end of the session, the last half hour or so, we'll read it again. And as soon as we read it the first time, we'll go into examining it literally, period by comma, by word, by thought. And it's going to make you crazy. I'm just telling you, because I ask a lot of questions. But I need us to get a grip on what's really going on with these people. And we'll pretend that we're going to rehearse this play for a year, and then we're going to do the whole play somewhere. Wouldn't that be nice to do the whole play? I think so. So I want to give you the method in advance so that you have some idea of how we're heading and why we're heading the way we're doing it. We're really examining a process to get underneath this material. Does that sound okay to you guys? Okay, so let's read the scene, read it aloud. And Jully, will you do not just MARINA, but you'll also do waffles for me and for us in the, will you read waffles? Yes, good. Okay, yes. I wanted to just say in advance, you've got the role. You're not auditioning for me or for Allison. You've got the roles. So read it just to find out what it's about. Don't try to make yourself heard as an actor, if that makes any sense. Let's make some sense out of the scene and find out what it's about, rather than trying to show how well cast you are. Okay. All right, let's take a look at it. I work from the book. I don't know how to do these things on computer, put them side by side with you. So I work from the book, but I think we're on the same page figuratively and literally. And I also need, Allison, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I'm
can
assembling the standing desk.
Yeah, okay, listen, I need you, if you would, to read the stage directions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you do that? Because they're very important, and I'll explain all about that when we start into the scene.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. That's you, Allison.
Okay. The dining room in Serabyakov's home. Night. In the garden, the watchman can be heard tapping. Serabyakov sits in an armchair before an open window and dozes, and Yelena Andreevna sits beside him and also dozes.
Who's there? Sonia, is that you?
Oh, I could barely hear you, Alberto.
Oh,
1 second. Let me try to put on the headphones.
Yeah. I was just putting my volume up too. Okay, let's start again.
how about this? Is that better? Can you,
That's better.
is this better?
Oh, it's a little bit.
Okay. Do you want me to start again at the top?
I'm moving the
No,
microphone.
no, we'll start with Serbyakov. Is it
Who's that?
Serbyakov?
It's the hardest name in Chekhov. It's Serabyakov
Oh, the
Echo.
accent on the last syllable.
on the last syllable. So it's like it's the toughest one, I think, in Chekhov.
Okay, well,
Does anybody actually say my name in the play?
no, they don't, but it's nice for us to know it. Don't you want your name to be known?
Yes, Serebriakov, say it 3 times. Serebriakov. Who's there? Sonia, is that you?
I'm here.
You, Yanochka. The pain is unbearable.
Here, your blanket fell.
He wrapped up his
I'll
legs.
shut the window.
No, I'm suffocating. I was just nodding off, and I dreamt that my left leg was attached to someone else. Yes, I woke up in such excruciating pain. No, this is not gout. Probably rheumatism. What time is it?
20 minutes after 12.
In the morning. Go look for Batyushkov in the library. I'm sure we have him.
What?
Look for Batyushkov in the morning. I seem to recall we have him. Why can't I breathe?
You're tired. This is the second night you haven't slept.
They say Turgenev developed angina pectoris from gout. I'm afraid I'm getting it too. Damned, disgusting old age. The devil take it. Now that I'm old, I can't stand looking at myself. And I'm sure all of you must be repulsed by me too.
You make it sound as if it's our fault you got old.
But I'm most disgusting to you.
Yelena Andreevna walks away and sits at some distance.
Of course, you're right. I'm not stupid, I understand. You're young, healthy, beautiful. You want to live. And I'm an old man, almost a corpse. True? I understand all too well. And of course, it's a terrible crime I have lived this long. But wait a little. Soon you'll be free of me. I won't last much longer.
I'm exhausted, for God's sake, be quiet.
Yes, everyone is exhausted, all because of me. They're bored, they're wasting their time, they're wasting their youth. I'm the only one who's happy. I'm the only one having a good time. Well, yes, of course.
Quiet! You have worn me out.
Yes, I have worn everyone out, of course.
This is unbearable. Tell me what you want from me.
Nothing.
Well, then be quiet. I beg you.
It's so strange. Ivan
Ah,
Petrovich, yes? Are we stopping?
No?
It's so strange. Ivan Petrovich talks his head off, and that old idiot Maya Vasilievna, and it's just fine. Everyone listens. But when I say one word, everyone suddenly feels desolate. Even my voice is offensive. Well, let's assume I'm offensive. I'm an egoist. I'm a despot. Don't I have the right to be an egoist in my old age? Think about it. Haven't I earned it? I ask you, don't I have the right to be to a comfortable old age surrounded by my admirers?
no one is taking away your right.
The window bangs from the wind.
It's very windy. I'll close the window.
He closes it.
It'll rain soon. No one's denying your rights.
The watchman in the garden taps and sings a song.
All one's life to be dedicated to scholarship, to become accustomed to one's study, to the classroom, to respective colleagues, and suddenly, for no apparent reason, to find oneself buried in this tomb every day, to deal with stupid people, to listen to insignificant chatter. I want to live. I love success. I love fame. I love action. But here, I'm in exile. Every minute I'm longing for the past, watching the success of others, fearing death. I cannot. I don't have the strength, and no one can forgive me for being old.
Wait a little. Have patience. In 5 or 6 years, I'll be old too.
SONYA enters.
Papa, you sent for Dr. Astrov, but when he came, you refused to see him. That's so rude. You bothered this man.
Why do I need Ostrov? He understands as much about medicine as I do astronomy.
Well, we cannot send for the entire medical faculty just for your gouts.
I won't talk to that idiot.
As you wish.
She
All the
sits.
same to me.
What time is it?
Almost 1.
It's stifling. Sonia, give me the drops from the table.
Yes, of course.
Gives him the drops.
Ah, not these. I can't ask for anything.
Oh, please, stop acting like a baby. It may be fine for others, but spare me, please. I don't like it. I don't have time. I need to get up early tomorrow. I have the hay to mow.
Enter Voynitsky in a dressing gown and with a candle.
The storm's coming.
Lightning.
Here we go. YELENA and SONYA, go to sleep. I came to relieve you.
No. Don't leave me with him. No, you'll talk my head off.
But they've got to get some rest. They didn't sleep at all last night.
Let them go to sleep, but you go too. Thank you. I implore you, in the name of our former friendship, just go. We'll talk later.
Our former friendship? Former?
Be quiet, Uncle Vanya.
My dear, don't leave me with him. He'll talk my head off.
Can you believe how ludicrous this is?
MARINA enters with a candle.
You ought to be in bed, Nanya. It's very late.
The samovar is still boiling. You can't exactly expect me to go to bed.
No one is sleeping. Everybody is exhausted. I alone am in a state of bliss.
She goes over to Chekhov.
Oh, what is it, my dear? Are you in pain? My legs ache too. They ache so. Oh, you've been in pain such a long time. Vera Petrovna, Sonyechka's mother, may she rest in peace, never slept either. She nearly killed herself taking care of you. Oh, she loved you very much. Oh, yes. The old people are like children. They want someone to feel sorry for them. But no one feels sorry for the old.
Kisses him on the shoulder.
Let's go to bed, my dear. Let's go, my little boy. I'll make you some lime leaf tea. I'll warm your legs. I'll pray to God for you.
Let's go, Marina.
My legs ache too. They ache so.
She leads him together with Sonya.
Vera Petrovna nearly killed herself, always crying. You, Sonyechka, were still little then. Come, come, my dear.
Serebyakov, Sonya, and Marina exit.
I'm completely exhausted with him. I can barely stand on my feet.
You're exhausted with him and I with myself. This is the third night I haven't slept.
Something is wrong with this house. Your mother hates everything except for her own pamphlets and the professor. The professor is irritated. He doesn't trust me. He's afraid of you. Sonya is angry with her father, angry with me, and hasn't talked to me for 2 weeks. You hate my husband and openly hold your own mother in contempt. And I am short-tempered, and at least 20 times today I started to cry. There is something very wrong with this house.
Shall we cut the philosophy, please?
You, Ivan Petrovich, are educated, intelligent, and you must see the world as not being destroyed by thieves and fires and wars, but rather by hatred, hostility from all these petty squabbles. You shouldn't add noisy complaining around us. You should be helping to find peace in your own family.
Help me find peace in myself. My darling.
He presses her hand to himself.
Stop!
Takes her hand away.
Go away.
Soon it'll stop raining and everything in nature will be refreshed and alive. I alone will not be refreshed by the storm. Day and night, I'm strangled by the idea that my life is irrevocably lost, that I'm dead, that I wasted my life, that I spent my life on trifles. Here, take my life, take my love. What good are they to me? What have I done with them? My feelings are dying away in vain, like sunbeams falling into a dark pit. I'm dying.
When you talk to me about your love, I just go numb and don't know what to say. Forgive me, I have nothing to say to you.
Tries to go.
Good night.
Locking her way.
If you only knew how I suffer from the thought that next to me in this very house, another life is dying, yours. What are you waiting for? What damned righteous morality stops you? Don't you see?
Ivan Petrovich, you're drunk.
Possibly. Possibly.
Where's the doctor?
He's here. Spending the night. Possibly. Possibly. Everything is possible.
Why are you drinking so much?
Because it makes me feel alive. Don't try to stop me, Ellen.
You never used to drink so much and you never talked so much. Go to sleep. I'm bored to death of you.
My darling, beautiful, marvelous.
Leave me alone. This is just disgusting.
She exits.
She's gone. I first met you 10 years ago at my darling sister's, remember? You were 17 and I was 37. Why didn't I fall in love with you and propose to you then? It would have been so easy, and today you would be my wife. Tonight, both of us would be awakened by the storm. You would be afraid of the thunder, and I would take you in my arms and whisper, "Don't be afraid, little darling, I'm here." What marvelous thoughts. Wonderful. I'm laughing, but my God, I'm so mixed up. Why am I old? Why doesn't she understand me? The way she talks, her stupid morality, her silly prattling about making peace in the world I hate so much. Wow, I've been deceived. I worshipped that professor, that pathetic, gout-ridden idiot. I worked for him like a slave. Sonia and I squeezed every drop out of this estate. We were like kulaks, haggling over vegetable oil, peas, starving ourselves with crumbs just so we could save a few kopecks to send to him. I was so proud of him and his glorious scholarship. I lived for him. I breathed for him. Every word he wrote or uttered seemed like genius to me. God. And now he's retired, and it has become perfectly clear that the sum total of his life adds up to nothing. Not one word of his, not a single scholarly word matters to anyone. A soap bubble, and I've been swindled. I see that now, stupidly swindled.
Enter ASTROV in a frock coat, without a waistcoat and without a tie. He's tipsy. Behind him is Teliegan with a guitar.
Play.
Everyone is sleeping, sir.
Play.
Teliegan strums.
Are you alone here? No ladies? Go to the peasant house, go to the fire. There is no place for the master to expire. The storm woke me. It's a big storm. What time is it?
No, who knows?
I thought I heard Yelena Andreevna's voice.
She was just here.
What a gorgeous woman.
Seeing the bottles on the table.
Medicines, drugs. There's nothing missing. Kharkov, Moscow, Tolskaya. Every city is plagued with his gout. Is he really sick or is he faking it?
Sick.
Why are you so sad today? Pity for the professor?
Quit it.
Or maybe you're in love with the professor's wife.
She's my friend.
Already?
What does that mean, already?
A woman can only be friends with a man in this order. First, an acquaintance, then a lover, and then finally a friend.
Vulgar.
Oh, yes, it's true. I'm becoming vulgar. I'm drunk. Usually I get drunk like this once a month, and when I'm drunk, I get completely vulgar and fearless. Everything seems so easy to me. I take on the most difficult operations and do them brilliantly. I make daring plans for the future, and when I'm drunk, I no longer seem like a freak, and I actually believe I'm bringing some enormous benefit to humanity. Enormous. And when I'm drunk, I see how valuable my own personal universe is, and the rest of you piddling creatures seem like insects, microbes. Waffles, play!
Dear one, I would love to play for you with all my soul, but understand, everyone is sleeping.
Play!
Teliegan quietly strums.
You need a drink. Oh, I see there's some cognac left. In the morning, we'll go to my place. Right, Char. I have a medical assistant who never says right, but right, Char. Idiot. Right, Char.
Seeing SONYA enter.
Oh, pardon me, I forgot my tie.
Quickly he exits. Teliegan follows.
And you, Uncle Vanya, you got drunk again with the doctor? A couple of juveniles hanging around together. Well, he's always been like that, but what in heaven's name is wrong with you? At your age, you should know better.
Age has nothing to do with it. When you don't have a life, you live on soap bubbles. It's better than nothing.
Our hay needs to be cut. It rains every day. Everything is rotting, and all you talk about is soap bubbles. You're completely neglecting the farm. I have to work alone. I'm strained to the breaking point. Uncle, You have tears in your eyes.
Tears. It's nothing. Nonsense. The way you looked at me just now, just like your mother, my sweet,
Greedily, he
My
kisses
sister.
her hand in the face.
my sister, my sweet dear sister. Where is she now? If only she knew. Oh, if only she knew.
You what? Uncle what?
It's so hard. Nothing. Later. Nothing. I'm going.
He exits.
Good, gosh. It's a great, great piece of the play, isn't it? Just beautiful. Thank you, well read. Where's Alberto? Does everybody see Alberto except me? Nobody does.
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
He's
Nathan?
still logged in.
He has his camera turned off,
N-
but he is here.
Oh, but,
Oh,
there
there
you
he is.
Yeah.
We need to see you.
Oh, okay. Here I am. Right.
Okay, all right. Being about ready to start into it in minute detail, what's your general impression about the scene? Any overall feelings about, it's more than one scene, of course, it's a couple of scenes in there, but any thoughts? Anybody have any feelings about it?
It just seems to be filled with just frustrated longing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
everybody, like frustrated desperation of not getting what you want, not even knowing what they want, but just a general sense of just frustration, like at the apex of frustration,
yeah. Edginess, right?
dissatisfaction. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody seems edgy.
Yes.
And the sense of a bit, everybody seems to have insomnia. uh, it's everybody's tired, and irritable, and it's late at night, and there's a storm brewing. So I can. It feels like the atmosphere is lowering is pressing on all of us or something.
Yes, yes, does feel that way.
Yeah, between the exhaustion and the alcohol, everybody seems to be in some sort of altered state.
I'm glad you brought up the
Mhm.
alcohol too. It seems to be a regular part of the Russian diet, right?
Mm.
You have a little alcohol. Certainly Vanya is drunk again.
Mm.
Any other thoughts about the overall quality of the world that it's in?
Yeah,
That
it feels.
longing. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Jully.
Oh, I was just gonna say that it feels like people want to escape, but there's no escape.
Yeah,
Mhm.
They're just stuck and they want to leave this.
stuck is a great word too.
And it's even and jumping on to that, Julie, it's like they're stuck not just in the space and not just in the environment, but stuck in their minds in a way, you know, stuck in their thoughts and in their, it keeps thinking just desperation, that it doesn't seem like there can even be any relief for the desperation. It's just like they're languishing in that, you know.
And there's no politeness keeping folks from truth telling here. Everybody is completely open in the
It almost
But
feels
do you
like
think that
Well, of course, it's
that
2 or 3 in the morning, so being
right?
open isn't too surprising, right?
So they're drunk, they're tired, nobody slept, they're tipsy, they're exhausted. Yeah, they're in pain.
And
Just a few things.
And their
Just-
thoughts
Yeah.
seem to be circling around, coming to the same spot, right?
Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
There's an idée fixe or something that
Yeah.
each one has. I'm going to die. I'm too old. He's in love with her. She's so bored. So Sonia is exasperated that everybody's. I mean, here she is, overworked, in love and frustrated. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because it seems like everybody's talking about them being so old, but there seems to be this sort of younger energy, like a childlike energy, whereas like, I need to get this, and this is my last chance to get it. And tonight's the night that this is gonna happen. And
I'm the oldest one amongst us, and I would say it's not just childlike, Corey. I find various times in my life saying, is this what it is? Is this what it's about? I think that follows you always. And especially when you reach a midpoint in your life,
I see.
47. I know 47 probably doesn't sound too old, but it was getting on to being old in Chekhov's time. As I told you, he died at 44. Of course, he was very ill, but still 47, you should have found yourself already, buddy, kind of thing, you know. What do you think about the fact that a storm is coming? What's your feeling about that?
Storms could be kind of romantic, but
That's good.
Mm.
in a way, I think.
That's true.
I think maybe
For me, it feels.
Go ahead, DJ.
No, you go ahead, Sarah.
I think the storm affects people in different ways. There's individual responses to the storm. You know, when you're an old guy with pain in your bones, a storm ends up bringing on extra pain. If you're SONYA, you're thinking about the hay that needs to be mowed. You're VANYA, you're thinking about this could be very romantic. You know, there seems to be very different individual responses to what it represents.
That's great. That's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, there's a sense that with the storm comes urgency. The barometric pressure is lowering, so it's creating pressure, sort of it's pressurizing this already, you know, I mean, I just get this sense of like sort of a sticky feeling, you know, so it feeds into the irritability, it feeds into the lack of being able to sleep. The barometric pressure, so there's probably pressure in the head and this feeling of like, I gotta get out, I gotta just, you know, I need some fresh, clean air. And with the storm coming, it just sort of encapsulates that feeling of being trapped, you know, sort of being trapped in this, in all of the stuff, you know, the sticky stuff.
Yes,
that exists.
that's great. Allison, talk about the weather in Melichovo and in the summertime.
Oh yeah, it's just a place of extremes. I mean, it gets down, it doesn't get, it's funny, I was looking at the different temperatures and it doesn't get crazy hot, but I think the humidity. Yeah, and the saturatedness of it is what's going to add to that stickiness. It's like the American South, or like, you know, or parts of the mid-Atlantic or New England, where you're like, you wake up and you need to take a shower, and when you go to bed, you also need to take a shower, and maybe one in the middle as well. But you can't.
No air conditioning.
Yeah, no air conditioning. You got windows open, but then you open the windows, and then like it's more damp coming in. Yeah, and it's a very fertile place, and so everything is growing and alive and holding that wetness as well, you know what I mean? So it's there's a wildness to it. And there's this sense that like, having spent a summer in Russia, I was struck by the fact that nobody ever mows their lawns, or at least in the country they don't. So there's this wildness happening. You know, like the hay gets mown and stuff, but otherwise there's this sense that like, you know, you live the whole winter with things just died back and all of that. And then once the spring and summer come, everything just goes crazy. So there's a wildness and a fecundity to it. Like a fertile,
like it's pulsing.
Yeah, like it's pulsing. Yeah, it's like a pulsing vivacity to it.
That's
and it's got to be so, when you witness it year after year and yet your own life doesn't change with the seasons. I can only imagine what that does.
I spent my youth in New York. I was born in New York, and there was no air conditioning when I was a kid. And those humid New York summers were death, absolutely horrible. And I want to tell you, I did the scene as when I was in an acting class with Lloyd Richards. Do you know the name of Lloyd Richards? The great Lloyd Richards, who was not only one of the great directors of the world, was a marvelous acting teacher. And I was lucky enough to take a class with him. And I was doing the YELENA SONYA scene. I was playing YELENA, and just for scene work. And we're standing together, and I'm entering to talk to SONYA, who is in a state over ASTROV. And I said, "The storm is over," or whatever is that first line. And he stopped me and he said, "Where's the storm?" I said, "The storm is outside." I was giving him realistic answers. He asked me maybe 12 times where the storm was until I finally understood that the storm was inside of me. And I didn't get that until he pushed me into a place where I could find the storm inside of me. It's something I'll remember. I have remembered all of my life as a turning point for me in understanding this work as well. I wanted to say to you that I'm asking for Allison to read the stage directions, because every stage direction, when we're examining the work right now, every stage direction is Chekhov's. And he'll say, "through tears," or "tenderly," and it isn't that I'm looking, or any director is looking for a result because of what the stage direction is. It's to give you a clue as to what is going on, what's going on inside the person, and what's going on in the environment, which is tremendously important to him. Also very important is sound. And we'll talk about it in a second, but you notice he notates the sound of the watchman tapping. And what the watchman is doing is he's tapping to say, "All's well over here, all's well over here, all's well over here." Not that close together, of course, but that adds to the musicality of the scene. Chekhov is an extremely musical writer, and that's not always thought about. It's very lyric, and he brings all of that in. A director can choose not to have that, but you just need to understand what's part of the environment. Does that make any sense? Okay, let's start again. And I'm going to stop you every minute, so don't be mad at me. Let's start with Allison, with you.
Great. And Libby, would you like me to read every single one?
No.
Just the
What
one.
do you guys think? What do you guys think? Like when he gives the actor a director, I think actually this time through we should do it so that we see what Chekhov is after. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So leave space for Allison to do that.
Cool. Act 2, The dining room in Serebryakov's home, night. In the garden, the watchman can be heard tapping.
Okay, in the dining room. Any thoughts about that?
3 o'clock. Why did we not go to bed?
Yeah, great. That's what
Um,
I meant to do.
did we eat? Did I have a glass of wine or 2 or 3? You know. But then, why is my wife here, keeping me company?
Yeah, yeah, why?
Just
Why didn't you go to bed? Let's start with that.
okay. The bedroom's hot.
Mhm.
So, this dining room seems to be the largest room in the house. I'm speculating.
That's a very good choice.
Yeah, and so even if I have the master bedroom, which I do, of course, it still is smaller than this dining room.
Mhm.
If I am in pain with rheumatism,
Yes.
I keep my movements at a minimum. After dinner is like, oh, I've got an attack of the misery, and I'd rather not move now. And then I doze off instead
Mhm.
after a fairly good dinner, heavy dinner. Um, Also, contrariness. I don't know. I don't want to go to bed. I don't know. The childlike, no, not yet. I don't want to go to, I
Uh-huh.
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably there. But there's probably good reason for him to feel like he wants some attention.
Yes. Yes. I'm not sure how aware he is of how all the how the two men are circling his wife with their tongues hanging out. I'm not sure. He can't be that oblivious to it, but he does. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to think, that he can't be completely oblivious to the fact that she is, it can't just be Vanya and Astrov. I mean, this is an extraordinarily beautiful woman.
But there seems to be a certain complacency to him, like, well, of course she's not going to stray. She's my wife.
Yes,
So,
your wife. Mine.
yeah.
Yeah.
How could she possibly, even though I say, I'm disgusting to her, but it's like, but there's duty and I don't know. When I say those lines, one thing that struck me afterwards was I was going, the first time we met, such a contrast to now, what I'm feeling. I think I haven't constructed anything about our first meeting, but it feels to me like there's this wonderful, maybe even romanticized memory in the back of my head. And here's my wife barely able to keep her gorge down when she looks at me,
Mhm, mhm. That must feel terrible.
Mm. So, yeah, if I go to bed, then she'll be forced to sleep, to lie down beside me. And I know how she hates that.
Oh, that's a very interesting idea, Alberto.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Is that this is all in the dining room, not in a bedroom where it should be. The house is kind of turned upside down, right?
And besides, I do stay up late. Marina was complaining about my asking for whatever at odd hours.
Mhm.
We eat late.
Eat very late and hard to digest, especially as you get older when you eat late. And as MARINA says right from the beginning in her first speeches with ASTROV, she says that the samovar has been boiling all day, and they have to turn the samovar on normally early, and turn it off at a certain time. In other words, things are upside down in the house, right?
And mainly my doing.
Yes, I would say that's probably true, but let's just take it slow now for just recognizing that in the very first words of the stage direction, he's telling us something's wrong because they're in the dining room, middle of the night. Okay. And we know it's the middle of the night because we hear the watchman tapping. So he's created for you, for us, an atmosphere that you're in. You're not just in the bedroom complaining. You're in the public room of the dining room where everybody is. I don't know how big this house is.
I seem to, there's a lot of rooms, it seems. I
Yes.
complain about the labyrinth and
Yes, yes,
so,
that's excellent.
so this is a country house, which could be large, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's modeled after Melihovo, don't you, Allison?
Yeah. Yeah, it's where he was living when he wrote this, and certainly his best understanding of country life. And he was the doctor, he was the country doctor there.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
several bedrooms. Yeah, good enough, a big enough family house that it can accommodate a family and some extended family, and
Yes,
room for servants as well.
and I would probably think that because of Alberto, your comments about the rooms being, a labyrinth and hard to find your way around here, I think it's telling us that it's big. It's not an estate. It's not an aristocratic estate like Cherry Orchard. It's a country house. It's a dacha.
Right. It's a little more utilitarian, right? Yeah. There's no fancy furnishings.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and there's a sense that probably over time it's maybe been added onto, leading to that labyrinthian feel. Too.
That's a very good idea. I like that.
So,
I have a question.
sorry, go ahead, Deidrie.
I was just having a question about, can you tell me the watchman? Who is the watchman? What is the function of the watchman? He's in the garden and the watchman can be heard tapping. What is he tapping on? And
He's tapping with a stick on the wood of the house, and each time he taps, he's saying it's safe here. There are no animals coming. There's no people coming to rob. It's just a technique. It's an alarm system. That's what it is. And
okay.
So he's basically going 3 o'clock and all is well.
That's right. It's like that. That's exactly what it is.
And it's also alerting anyone who would come that there's a watchman.
Yeah,
I see. So
Okay.
So
Okay.
and stuff like that. It's not that they're that wealthy, but also at this time in Russia, there was just enough poverty and starvation happening in some areas that it wouldn't be the craziest idea that somebody could come and steal food from the property, especially if you were a working farm.
and he's probably, like in several of the plays, a workman. He's a workman for the estate. He probably helps with the farm. Now, I said the word estate, and that conjures up grand hundreds, thousands of acres. I don't think it's that, but it is a working farm. And I like what you said, Allison, that this gives people or any predator the idea not to come near.
Got it. Okay.
Alberto.
now, somehow I'm obsessing on the watchman tapping. So this should ordinarily be a comforting sound. I mean, if
Yes.
the security guards are at work. But if I've been asleep and I hear this tapping, is it too much of a leap that this wakes me up? It's a tapping that wakes me up, and it's been almost like the hand of fate, you know?
I think that's a perfectly good choice, and I think were we on our feet and working it, we would try that. I like that idea, that it gets you out of a snooze.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Allison, Serbiaka sits.
Serebyakov sits in an armchair before an open window and dozes, and Yelena Andreevna sits beside him and also dozes. Waking up.
Who's there? Sonia, is that you?
Well, now, why would it be Sonia?
Because she's always waiting on me. She's the person who is always, she's the handmaiden. She's always helpful. She's on the other hand, am I alarmed that it could possibly be Sonia? I don't know. Why Sonia? That's a good question. I didn't think about it, Libby, to be honest.
Well, that's why we're doing this.
Yeah, it's like I expect Sonia to be there, and
Anybody else have any
instead-
ideas about it?
She's loyal. She's like a lapdog, like kind of like she's always there working for him. I mean, her existence is kind of to serve him.
Yes.
But why doesn't he call his wife? I mean, if he wakes up and he's like, does he know where he is? It's just strange. Does he know where he is? And if he, you know, if he thinks he's in his bedroom as opposed to, because he's like, you know, who's there? The who's there, that wouldn't be a question that I think you would ask in a dining room. You know what I mean? If you're waking up out of a, you know, out of a doze, it feels like you're waking up out of a dream maybe, or waking up out of a, you know, yeah, I mean, I don't have an answer. I'm just like, it's just interesting that he calls on Sonia and not, you know,
Yeah,
It
Sonia.
could,
not his wife.
Sorry.
it's often felt to me like, because Vanya comes in and he says, Yelena and Sonia have been watching all night for 3 nights, that when he fell asleep, Sonia was there, and that they switched while he's been asleep so long that the nurse has rotated maybe.
Yes, that's an extremely good point, Howard. How many shifts have already gone on since dinner? I mean, we are talking middle of the night here, so it's he's, and it's a question, is he in his night clothes, or is he still in, you know, these are good things to examine. It would make a difference if you're in your night clothes. Wouldn't you feel more vulnerable if you're in a dining room in your night clothes? I would. Of course, I wear my nightgown all the time, but that's another thing.
I had a question about meal times because in the play it says that they're having lunch at 6 or 7 o'clock now.
Yeah,
Lunch still means the midday meal, right?
right. That's right. Everything is topsy-turvy, Julie. Yes.
Yeah. So then, so dinner would have been around maybe around midnight.
Well,
That late.
for
No?
them, yes, but it should have been
Right.
7.
Right.
That's a long way away, 7 to midnight. Yeah. Okay, let's okay, let's take that again, Alberto, who's there?
Who's there? Sonia, is that you?
I'm here.
You, Yanochka. Is that a surprise?
Okay, let me stop you there. What do you think about the Lenochka?
Well, it's a pet name. It's a very affectionate nickname.
Yes.
So does this come out in spite of me? It's almost like, or in my half dreamy state. Yeah, it just feels so affectionate here. Leonochka.
That's a tremendously important idea, Alberto.
Yeah.
Most of the time he's played just that there's nothing between them.
Right. So there's
But the first time he uses her name in the play, he calls her Lenotchka. I don't remember whether he talks to her in the first act. I don't think he does.
Yeah. No, he goes in, she comes later. So I don't think so. Or does he come back in the first? No, I think he exits.
No, he doesn't come back. He goes to the study and leaves them. I also think it's interesting that he's not in his study, the room that they use as his study here. He's in the dining room. I kind of can't get over that, really, that they are set up in the dining room, probably in night clothes. And the reason that I'm harping on that is you're vulnerable when you're not in a vest and a suit and completely put together.
So a certain comfort that I'm here.
Yes,
on Dishabee,
yes.
I don't know. I guess I'm flashing on ASTROV going, oh, I'm not dressed because he doesn't have his vest on.
Yes.
So I don't know how comfortable I am with, being in a question. Yeah. Is it because I've taken over the dining room and has made it my dining room / study?
Could be. Well, no, you have a study because you're going to send her to the library, the house study / library. So there is another place.
It's interesting because later when MARINA comes in, she says, let's go to bed, let's take you to bed, which does seem to me indicate that this is a little bit more unusual for him to have, or at least it's not the end game that he's stayed in the dining room. Because she takes him to bed, it seems to me this is more of a post-dinner, he fell asleep here, so now we've got to shift our routine and watch him here until the morning or until he wakes up again. It's kind of like whatever happens to this guy, we just have to stop and make that the new normal for this moment.
Yes, I think that's really.
My dad does this. He'll sit at the table so long after dinner that he falls asleep, and then everybody has to it's super disruptive, It's like at my brother's house with 2 kids, and here's this nonagenarian asleep at the table, and everybody has to kind of shape themselves around him for that hour or 2.
Please don't let that happen to me. Yeah, and I'm partial to the idea that they are in nightgowns of whatever sort, because Vanya and SONYA comes in still in night. Everybody's been trying to sleep, and he's so restless and in pain that he's moved out, and YELENA had to follow, that kind of scenario. In any case, that's my scenario.
Okay.
You find your scenario. Okay, what I'm trying to get at is that it's important because you got to know what brought you to this moment, like you would in any play, of course. But but there's a lot of stuff here so far. The watchman tapping, faraway storm, maybe there's lightning, I don't know, which makes electricity in the air. I mean, there's a lot happening, and you can't skip by it. The other thing I wanted to say, as we're going to continue, I promise we're going to continue. The punctuation is very deliberate. It is always in anything with language, but this punctuation is very deliberate. What do you think the ellipses are? The dot, dot, dots, and there are many of them. And they're not all Chekhov's. I admit to adding myself into this. So what do you think? What did they do for you, the ellipses?
Well, they give me some prompts as to what subtext is happening here before the next line. What happens in between, in the space between affectionate Lenochka and the next line, the pain is unbearable.
Yeah.
Is it am I making a pun? Is the pain physical, or the pain of lost love and dead love, you know, or
Maybe just to get her attention. I don't know.
or you know, or poor little me, sweetheart. Yeah.
There's that too. And there's also real pain.
Yeah.
Howard, your 90s father would be able to tell you there's real pain. As you get old, it really, all your joints hurt at night when you finally get into bed. Okay. What about the dashes? What do the dashes give people?
To me, they're new thought, or interrupting myself, or
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the kind of the ellipses gives it, I'm not looking for pauses. The only pauses in this play are where Chekhov puts them. Okay. So it's not pausing, but it's the way we think. It dribbles off, or wait a minute. That's the dash, you know, that it creates something that's going on in the thinking. So I'm just asking you to be aware of the punctuation.
Right.
And
Okay.
don't run by it. See if it gives you anything. Everything is what it means to the actor and how it makes you understand what's going on here, and that you make an emotional map. And punctuation is as important as word choice.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go back. Well, let's go back. We haven't gone very far. But let's start with who's there. SONYA, is that you?
Who's there? SONYA. Is that you?
I'm here.
You, Lenochka. The pain is unbearable.
Let me just ask you, YELENA, were you awakened with the SONYA, is that you?
I believe so, because the directions say she sits beside him and also dozes.
Yes. So let's try that again with you being, in quotes, awakened by
Okay.
Alberto.
Who's there? SONYA, is that you?
I'm here.
You, Lenochka. The pain is unbearable.
Here, your blanket fell.
Wraps up his legs.
I'll shut the window.
Oh, I'm suffocating.
Why do you want to shut the window, do you think, YELENA?
The storm is coming. It's probably a bit windy, a bit uncomfortable. Looks like a chilly breeze coming through, maybe.
Chilly breeze would be nice. I don't think
That's
you get
true.
that. I don't think you get that relief. But
That's
it's
true.
Definitely a hot wind. And
Mhm.
that's good. And electricity in the air.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Humid. Electricity in the air.
Was I reading? Maybe.
Let's go from here. No, I want to go from you, Lenochka. The pain is unbearable.
You, Lenochka. The pain is unbearable.
Here, Your blanket fell. I'll shut the window.
No, I'm suffocating. I was just nodding off and dreamt that my left leg was attached to someone else. I woke up with such excruciating pain. No, this is not gout. Probably rheumatism. What time is it?
Wait, let's deal with this. What's going on here?
I was taking it literally. Yeah, I don't close the window. There's a little bit of air at least,
Yeah.
even though not much.
Yes,
And I'm having trouble breathing anyway. Or I think I am. Or I've convinced myself I am.
yes. Or you want to convince her you are.
Right.
A little bit of all of it, right?
Yeah.
There's this perceived objection that I have as if I'm about to say it's your gout. And some sort of previous conversation in there where we have thought about gout versus rheumatism. And I must confess, I don't know the difference between them as far as how it affects you one way or the other.
Well, gout is mainly in the lower extremities, I think.
Toes and feet, yeah.
The feet, yeah. They swell up. Yeah.
It's considered a rich man's disease, and it's trivialized, but it's very, very painful.
Oh yes.
And it's considered a rich man. Of course, it's not. It can happen to anyone, but it's because from the wine that you drink and the foods that you eat, the rich foods create a kind of acid that goes to those joints and creates that. So it's a little bit of an insult if you've really only got gout.
Is that what Dr. ASTROV has diagnosed me as having gout?
Well, he says it in the scene.
And SONYA sent for him saying his gout's acting up or something.
Or just said that he's in terrible pain and he's not sleeping.
Okay, so I'm
It's also,
here. Yeah.
gout's also like a first line of defense that doctors use often. Like if you go in complaining of some kind of pain, they're like, it's gout. It's a way of like kind of putting you off.
I didn't know that.
They'll give you, they're like, it sounds like you have gout. No matter what it is that's wrong with you, they'll kind of be like, it's gout.
Here, but you have gout, right?
Yeah, and kind of implying that you did it to yourself a little bit, like what you were saying about the wine.
Exactly. That's the insult, Howard. That's great.
Drink too much, you eat too much.
That's right. And all the wrong foods and drink too much wine. Yes. So she's trying to comfort you by putting your blanket around you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just want you to notice that and see how if it registers, maybe it doesn't.
Mm.
Let's go back from here. Your blanket fell.
Here, your blanket fell.
She wraps up his legs.
I'll close the window.
No, I'm suffocating. I was just nodding off and I dreamt that my left leg was attached to someone else. I woke up with such excruciating pain.
Well,
No, this is not gout. Probably rheumatism. What time is it?
20 minutes past 12.
Oh, okay. I remembered it later. Yeah.
In the morning. Go look for Chekhov in the library. I'm sure we have him.
Okay, Allison, tell us about Batushka.
Okay,
May
so
1767 to July 1865.
Whoa, good job.
Konstantin Batyushkov went a little insane in his old age or middle age, and was, yeah, he went.
What was he known for?
Poetry. He was, yeah. Here's one of his lines: "I only wake to fall asleep, and sleep to awake without end, which is very
Oh.
apt, I think, for the play.
Very, very. Now, I think it's time for us to, why would he want a volume of Batyushka? And what is he planning to do? Why would he ask for it in the middle of the night?
Well, he's like a precursor of romanticism, I guess. Big influence on Pushkin.
Okay, that's good.
Precursor of Pushkin, anyway. Why would Sebriakov want his Batyushkov today? I thought he was going to write a paper, but of course he's probably dried up and he's got the writer's block. I don't know.
Don't be so hard on him, Alberto. Don't be so hard on him. You're very nasty about him. He's not a comic villain. He's in pain.
Yeah. It's like, it feels like a young man's poet. From what I've read. So I don't know. Maybe it's comforting to him.
Okay, that's great. That gives you a reason to ask for it. Something that you feel like you need. You just need to read a little of his work now. Also, what you said before about I'm going to write a paper on it, or it's going to influence something I'm writing already. In other words, he still feels part of the academic world.
Still working, still useful.
Still working, mine's still going, I'm still important. Very
He says it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
He says in Act 1, when he just enters very briefly with YELENA and SONYA, and he says, "My friends, bring my tea to the study, if you please. I still have work to do." So he's still
in the midst of,
he's trying to stay in the game or something. Yeah.
Absolutely, even though we know he's retired now. That's the whole point. Let's talk for an instant. I'm sorry that we're taking so long on these first 5 lines, but it sets up a kind of vocabulary for us. When did they come, YELENA and Sebriakov? When did they come? And why are they here?
Didn't they come about a month ago?
It's no, it doesn't say exactly.
It doesn't say? Oh, okay, I made that up.
Build a scenario, Sara.
And I'm sorry, what was the second part of the question?
Why are they there? Take a shot, somebody.
Well, question, what kind of benefits do you get as a renowned professor? Do you get housing?
There were no benefits.
Like any kind of housing or anything like that? Because I mean, once he's retired, there's no reason for him to stay in the city in a bustling town. So,
and in fact, we hear that later in the play, of course, the big climactic scene, he's talking about selling this place, but they must have sold their place in town at the university, probably St. Petersburg or something. They must have, in other words, they left the housing, whether it was given by the university or not. I don't think we should think in terms of anybody getting any benefits. It's just an entirely different world. But they've probably signed off in St. Petersburg or Moscow. I don't remember. Did they say whether they come from Moscow? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I feel like it's St. Petersburg, but I don't know.
I feel like it. Well, that's where she went to the conservatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's St. Petersburg because it's a more elegant city. Anyway, they probably sold their digs at the university, and now they've come here. For what purpose do you think?
To save on rent for one.
Yes,
Yeah. Um, if they sold it, where's he gonna stay? He can't afford to buy a new place
right.
in the city.
If he's retired, right. And she doesn't work, of course.
Yeah.
She doesn't work.
Yeah.
So they've come to stay. They probably, because it's a summer dacha for them, a summer house, like somebody would have at a lake or on the beach. They probably come every summer,
I-
but this is different. Why is this different?
they've been here longer,
Yes, and planning to stay longer, right?
and they haven't said anything about, oh, when the summer's over, we're going back to wherever, Moscow / St. Petersburg. Yeah. Yeah. So it seems like they've gave the impression that they're here to stay.
They're here to stay. Write that down across your foreheads. They're here to stay. What could be worse than having them here to stay for Vanya, for Sonya, even though she loves her father and she loves her father. So, but it's a true, and for MARINA,
Oh, yeah.
it's a tremendous upheaval to have them. Not only is the samovar still boiling and they have meals at the wrong time, but they are stuck at the will of these people. And we get that right away because they're in the dining room in the middle of the night in bedclothes, and everybody in the house is running in attendance to him. Okay, let's go back. Let's go from Lenochka. Tell me how to say that, Allison.
Lyenochka.
Yenick.
So, yeah. So usually
on the
with all
first.
the ochkas, enkas, all that stuff, usually the stress stays on what the original syllable would have been as part of the name. So
Uh-huh.
because it's Yelena, her nickname would be Lena, and then Lyenochka. So it always stays with the original part of the name. It doesn't move to the ochka or enka.
Got it. That's a terrifically helpful comment. Okay. Okay, Sebriakov.
You, oh, you, Leonardka.
That's great.
The pain is unbearable.
Here, your blanket fell. I'll close the window.
No, I'm suffocating. I was just nodding off and I dreamt that my left leg was attached to someone else. I woke up with such excruciating pain. No, this is not gout. Probably rheumatism. What time is it?
20 minutes after 12.
In the morning, go look for Batyushkov in the library. I'm sure we have him.
What?
Look for Batyushkov in the morning. I seem to recall we have him. Why can't I breathe?
You're tired. This is the second night you haven't slept.
They say Turgenev developed angina pectoris from gout.
I think it's angina pectoris. Is that wrong?
I'm going.
Well, anyway, it's a
what
heart.
Google
You know
says.
what it is.
Okay. Shall I go with the church Latin pronunciation?
Since I've never spoken Latin in a church, you decide.
Okay, but I will say angina, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. They say Turgenev developed angina pectoris from gout. I'm afraid I'm getting it too.
So you're admitting you have gout.
Aha. Caught. Busted. Damn disgusting old age. The devil take it. Now that I'm old, I can't stand looking at myself. I'm sure all of you must be repulsed by me too.
You make it sound as if it's our fault you're getting old.
But I'm most disgusting to you.
Yes, now let's take a moment and, Sara, what do you think attracted you to begin with in this relationship, and where is it now?
I think his talent and his mind attracted me completely. And where it is now, the shine of the mind has worn completely off because the mind is circular. I feel as if I hear him say the same thing over and over and over again, and it is no longer fascinating. It's mostly just wearisome at this point.
What do you think about his desire to continue his work by asking you to get that book from the library?
Man, this is also personal to me. Caretaking my father, who is this character right now. So I'm trying to answer for YELENA and not for Sara.
Well, it's probably a mixture of both, Sara.
It probably is. I think I play along, but I don't think I in any way believe in it anymore. So there's just like, sometimes you have the energy to play along, so you do because that's easier.
I don't know about you guys, but I had crushes on different teachers in my life, especially at university. I think it comes with the territory of growing up and maturing and seeing these idols, absolute idols. You know, your professor knows everything. And if he's not 105 and he's kind of important to the university at that time, you give over. And what did you wind up with?
Yeah, it didn't, he hasn't come of anything. And, you know, it's possible I can still somewhat respect his mind, but the reality is I don't think I'm really part of this relationship. I'm an accessory to my own relationship. And you can admire somebody's brain all you want, but at a certain point when you don't have space, you don't belong in your own space. It becomes suffocating.
That's very good. Suffocating is such an important word, an idea in the whole play, and certainly in this scene.
Yeah.
Suffocating from the humidity and his gap.
And I do think, yeah, and I do think that there must be, you know, a difference between the man who he was 10 years ago, where you can feasibly, you know, feel sexy feelings about him, versus when it becomes too much of an age difference. You know, there's too much of a difference in where you are in life, and I can only imagine at a certain point you with that much of an age gap, you stop feeling the same way that you did before. Right. At the very least, you switch from being a wife to a nurse.
Yes, which is pretty awful for a talented, beautiful woman to be and stuck in the country. In the country is a possibility. I want you both to realize that you're giving your life over to living with Vanya and Sonya in this country house. I mean, after the thrill of the cities, the life that you must have had some other contact with. I'm so sorry we didn't get any further. I want to read the whole scene again. I want us to do it twice today. Okay, but next Monday we'll continue with this, but we're just laying a groundwork, guys. If we don't get it all finished, I think we will, but don't be impatient if you feel we didn't get to your scene or anything like that. We're just laying a groundwork of the kinds of questions to ask, and things that seem trivial aren't. They're just clues. like Shakespeare, whose language tells you everything. Shakespeare was the best director in the world and best stage manager. He knew exactly how to move you around and what you needed to sound like and when you needed to make emphasis on a certain word in an idea. Yes, his map is incredibly out there once you learn how to navigate through the language. Chekhov gives you the same kind of map. No, Chekhov gives you a map. It's harder to decipher, except that you have to answer all of these questions for yourself. You have to ask yourself all of these things. Nothing is thrown away. The movement of a blanket on his legs is an attempt to comfort, I don't know what it is, or to shut him up or help him go to sleep or whatever, but it has to be understood in the context of who this person is and what's been going on. Okay, let's read the whole thing again because we need pretty close to a half hour for it. Yeah.
Cool. And Libby, with the stage directions, just things that actors can't.
Yeah, don't give the actor ones.
Okay. The dining room in Sara Byakov's home. Night. In the garden, the watchman can be heard tapping. Sara Byakov sits in an armchair before an open window and dozes, and Yelena Andreevna sits beside him and also dozes.
Who's there? Sonia, is that you?
I'm here.
Oh, you. Yenochka. The pain is unbearable.
Here, your blanket fell.
He wraps his legs.
I'll shut the window.
No, I'm suffocating. I was just nodding off and I dreamt that my left leg was attached to someone else. I woke up with such excruciating pain.
It's probably your gout.
No, this is not gout. Probably rheumatism. What time is it?
20 minutes after 12.
In the morning, go look for Batyushkov in the library. I'm sure we have him.
What?
Look for Batyushkov in the morning. I seem to recall we have him. Why can't I breathe?
You're tired. This is the second night you haven't slept.
They say Turgenev developed angina pectoris from gout. I'm afraid I'm getting it too. Damn disgusting old age. The devil take it. Now that I'm old, I can't stand looking at myself. And I'm sure all of you must be repulsed by me too.
You make it sound as if it's our fault you got old.
But I'm most disgusting to you.
She walks away and sits at a distance.
Of course, you're right. I'm not stupid. I understand. You're young, healthy, beautiful. You want to live. And I'm an old man, almost a corpse. True? I understand all too well, and of course, it's a terrible crime I have lived this long. But wait a little. Soon you'll be free of me. I won't last much longer.
I am exhausted. For God's sake, be quiet.
Yes, everyone is exhausted, all because of me. They're bored, they're wasting their time, they're wasting their youth. I'm the only one who's happy. I'm the only one having a good time. Well, yes, of course.
Be quiet. You've worn me out.
Yes, I have worn everyone out. Of course.
This is unbearable. Tell me what you want from me.
Nothing.
Well, then be quiet. I beg you.
It's so strange. Ivan Petrovich talks his head off, and that old idiot, Maria Vasilyevna, and it's just fine. Everyone listens. But when I say one word, everyone suddenly feels desolate. Even my voice is offensive. Well, let's assume I'm offensive. I'm an egoist. I'm a despot. Don't I have the right to be an egoist in my old age? Think about it. Haven't I earned it? I ask you. Don't I have the right to a comfortable old age surrounded by my admirers?
No one is taking away your rights.
The window bangs from the wind.
It's very windy. I will close the window.
She closes it.
It'll rain soon. Nobody is taking away your rights.
The watchman in the garden taps and sings a song.
All one's life to be dedicated to scholarship, to become accustomed to one's study, to the classroom, to respected colleagues, and suddenly, for no apparent reason, to find oneself buried in this tomb. Every day to deal with stupid people, to listen to insignificant chatter. I want to live. I love success. I love fame. I love action. But here I am. I'm in exile. Every minute I'm longing for the past, watching the success of others, fearing death. I cannot. I don't have the strength. And no one can forgive me for being old.
Wait a little. Have patience. In 5 or 6 years, I'll be old too.
Sonya enters.
Papa, you sent for Dr. ASTROV, but when he came, you refused to see him. That's so rude. You bothered this man.
Why do I need your ASTROV? He understands as much about medicine as I do astronomy.
We cannot send for the entire medical faculty just for your gout.
I won't talk to that idiot.
As you wish.
She sits.
It's all the same to me.
What time is it?
Almost 1.
It's stifling. Sonia, give me the drops from the table.
Yes, of course.
Not these. I can't ask for anything.
Please stop acting like a baby. It may be fine for others, but spare me, please. I don't like it. I don't have time. I need to be up early tomorrow. I have the hay to mow.
Enter Wojnicki in a dressing gown and with a candle.
The storm's coming.
Lightning.
Here we go. Helena and Sonia, go to sleep. I came to relieve you.
No. Don't leave me with him. No. He'll talk my head off.
But they've got to get some rest. They didn't sleep at all last night.
Let them go to sleep, but you go too. Thank you. I implore you, in the name of a former friendship, just go. We'll talk later.
Former friendship. Former.
Be quiet, Uncle Vanya.
My dear, don't leave me with him. He'll talk my head off.
Can you believe how ludicrous this is?
MARINA enters with a candle.
You ought to be in bed, Nanya. It's very late.
Samovar is still boiling. You can't exactly expect me to go to bed.
No one is sleeping. Everybody is exhausted. I alone am in a state of bliss.
What is it, my dear? Are you in pain? My legs ache too. They ache so. I've been in pain such a long time. Vera Petrovna, Sonyechka's mother, may she rest in peace, never slept either. She nearly killed herself taking care of you.
Huh.
She loved you very much. Oh, yes. Old people are like children. They want someone to feel sorry for them, but no one feels sorry for the old. Let's go to bed, my dear. Let's go, my little boy. I'll make you some lime leaf tea. I'll warm your legs. I'll pray to God for you.
Go, MARINA.
My legs ache too. They ache so.
Leads him with Sonya.
Vera Petrovna nearly killed herself, always crying. You, Sonyechka, were still little then. Come, come, my dear.
They exit.
I am completely exhausted by him. I can barely stand on my feet.
You're exhausted with him and I with myself. This
Wait,
is
hold 1 second. Sarah.
Yeah.
You missed a couple times on words.
Oh.
I'm exhausted with him.
With him, thank you. I'm completely exhausted with him. I can barely stand on my feet.
You're completely exhausted. You're exhausted with him and I with myself. This is the third night I haven't slept.
Something is wrong with this house. Your mother hates everything except her own pamphlets and the professor. The professor is irritated. He doesn't trust me. He's afraid of you. SONYA is angry with her father, angry with me, and hasn't talked to me for 2 weeks. You hate my husband and openly hold your own mother in contempt. I'm short-tempered, and at least 20 times today I started to cry. There is something very wrong in this house.
Should we cut the philosophy, please?
You, Ivan Petrovich, are educated, intelligent, and you must see that the world is not being destroyed by thieves and fires and wars, but rather by hatred, hostility from all these petty squabbles. You shouldn't add to the noisy complaining around us. You should be helping to find peace in your own family.
Help me find peace in myself, my darling.
Stop! Go away.
Soon it'll stop raining and everything in nature will be refreshed and alive. I alone will not be refreshed by the storm. Day and night, I'm strangled by the idea that my life is irrevocably lost, that I'm dead, that I wasted my life, that I spent my life on trifles. Here, take my life, take my love. What good are they to me? What have I done with them? My feelings are dying away in vain like sunbeams falling into a dark pit. I'm dying.
When you talk to me about your love, I just go numb. And I don't know what to say. Forgive me, I have nothing to say to you. Good night.
If you only knew how I suffer from the thought that next to me in this very house, another life is dying. Yours. What are you waiting for? What damned righteous morality stops you? Don't you see?
Ivan Petrovich, you were drunk.
Possibly.
Where's the doctor?
He's here. He's spending the night. Possibly.
Oh.
Possibly. Everything is possible.
Why are you drinking so much?
Because it makes me feel alive. Don't try to stop me, Ellen.
You never used to drink so much and you never talked so much. Go to sleep. I'm bored to death with you.
My darling, beautiful, marvelous.
Leave me alone. This is just disgusting.
She exits.
She's gone. I first met you 10 years ago at my darling sister's, remember? You were 17 and I was 37. Why didn't I fall in love with you and propose to you then? It would have been so easy. Today, you would be my wife. Yes. Tonight, both of us would be awakened by the storm. You would be afraid of the thunder. I would take you in my arms and whisper, "Don't be afraid, little darling, I'm here." Marvelous thoughts. Wonderful. I'm laughing, but my God, I am so mixed up. Why am I old? Why doesn't she understand me? The way she talks, her stupid morality, her silly prattling about making peace in the world. I hate it so much. I've been deceived. I worshipped that professor. Pathetic, gout-ridden idiot. Worked for him like a slave. SONYA and I squeezed every drop out of this estate. We were like kulaks, haggling over vegetable oil, peas, starving ourselves with crumbs just so we could save a few kopecks to send to him. I was so proud of him and his glorious scholarship. I lived for him. I breathed for him. Every word he wrote or uttered seemed like genius to me. God. And now he's retired, and it has become perfectly clear that the sum total of his life adds up to nothing. Not one word of his, not a single scholarly word matters to anyone. A soap bubble. I've been swindled. I see that now. Stupidly swindled.
Enter ASTROV in a frock coat, without a waistcoat and without a tie. He is tipsy. Behind him is Teljegin with a guitar.
Play.
Everyone is sleeping, sir.
Oh, play.
Teljegin quietly strums.
Are you alone here? No ladies? Go to the peasant house, go to the fire. There is no place for the master to expire. The storm woke me. A big storm. What time is it?
Who knows?
Oh, I thought I heard Yelena Andreevna's voice.
She was just here.
What a gorgeous woman. Medicines, drugs. There's nothing missing. Kharkov, Moscow, Tolskaya. Every city is plagued with his gout. Is he really sick or is he faking it?
Sick.
Why are you sad today? Pity for the professor?
Quit it.
Or maybe you're in love with the professor's wife?
She's my friend.
Already?
What does that mean, already?
A woman can only be friends with a man in this order. First, an acquaintance, then a lover, and then finally a friend.
Vulgar.
Oh, yes. It's true. I'm becoming vulgar. I'm drunk. Usually I get drunk like this once a month, and when I'm drunk, I get completely vulgar and fearless. Everything seems so easy to me. I take on the most difficult operations and do them brilliantly. I make daring plans for the future. When I'm drunk, I no longer seem like a freak, and I actually believe I'm bringing some enormous benefit to humanity. Enormous. And when I'm drunk, I see how valuable my own personal universe is. And the rest of you piddling creatures seem like insects, microbes. Waffles, play!
Dear one, I would love to play for you with all my soul, but understand, everyone is sleeping.
Play.
Teljegin quietly strums.
You need a drink. Oh, I see there's some cognac left. In the morning, we'll go to my place. Right, jar. I have a medical assistant who never says right, but right jar. Idiot. Right jar.
Seeing SONYA enter.
Pardon me. I forgot my tie.
Quickly he exits. Teljagen follows.
And you, Uncle Vanya, you got drunk again with the doctor? A couple of juveniles hanging around together. Well, he has always been like that, but what in heaven's name is wrong with you? At your age, you should know better.
Age has nothing to do with it. When you don't have a life, you live on soap bubbles. It's better than nothing.
Our hay needs to be cut. It rains every day. Everything is rotting, and all you can talk about is soap bubbles. You're completely neglecting the farm. I have to work alone. I'm strained to the breaking point. Uncle, you have tears in your eyes.
Tears. It's nothing. Nonsense. The way you looked at me just now, just like your mother. Sweet. Your sister, your sweet dear sister. Where's she now? If only she knew. Oh, if only she knew.
Knew what, Uncle? What?
It's so hard. Nothing. I'm going.
Really well read, guys. It's really well read. You know, I was a couple little things just to think about. Serebryakov, I know I'm saying it wrong, Allison. It's Serebryakov.
Yeah, it's on the cough. Serebryakov.
Serebryakov. I'll never get it.
Awful.
Yeah. He's a little vain, Alberto. He's a little vain, don't you think?
Well, he keeps saying all these things and he's waiting for his wife to go, no, you're not.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It just struck me this time. Yelena, just want you to examine how the speech, well, we're going to do all of this next week, but I want to just you to think about, you know, in the house, the something is wrong in this house speech, Sarah.
Yeah.
She doesn't know all of it. It's spinning, and it takes some time looking at that. Okay.
Yeah. Let it discover instead of.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And Howard, you're doing such good work. I know you've worked a little bit with Ursula and with Allison this past week, and I can see how much thought you've put into it. It's terrific. Remember that you are, I don't want you to be afraid of the romantic things that he's spinning for her. Remember that you're trying to seduce her. I know you're a little drunk, but you're in a position of spilling now all that you're feeling. So don't run away from it and try to get it over with. Seduce her with it. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. It was good. Any comments or thoughts? It was really good. Any comments or thoughts?
I was just noticing how many times when Yelena's talking about how she's feeling, the next thing is from Serebryakov is like me. What about me? It's hilarious. It's
Yes, exactly. Well, I guess because I'm as older than the professor now, and I really feel for
Maybe
him.
not.
What?
I said maybe not.
Well, yes, he's very egotistical. There's no question about it. But old age is tough, and he hurts. He really hurts. And MARINA is the only one who understands. I mean, she's annoyed at him, but she understands too. She becomes his nyanya right there. It's beautiful. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't think of him as a villain. I understand his dilemma, and I understand what it feels like to not being in the spotlight anymore and not knowing where to put yourself. Hard. All right, my dears, I will look forward to next week. You're reading beautifully. I know I wasn't trying to cast you, but I would cast you exactly. Nathan did a fantastic job. You're all great. I'll see you next week.
Thank you,
Thank
Libby.
you.
Thank you,
Good night,
Thanks. Have a
Allison.
good week.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Great.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.